Hey guys, welcome back to Nature's Cadence Farm. Today we're gonna hook up our well. I had the well guys come out today, and they opened the top of here and they put the pump, the pipe, and the wiring down inside of the well casing, which goes down a little ways to the bedrock, and then it's just bored into the bedrock the rest of the way. But yeah, so what I'm going to do here is make my tie into the well, you know, right here into this is called a Pitless Adapter, and that's where the well pump and piping all hangs off of on the inside of that casing. And the guys left me an adapter to go from the Pitless to the black Polyline. So I left plenty of line here, but what I've got going on here is I've got a T, and this goes to the house, and then this one is going to go to one of those yard hydrants right here. So we're gonna put that about right here, and that's gonna, you know, stick up here, and we'll be able to turn that on and off to run hoses or whatever from. So yeah, so what we've got now is we're going to take this plug out down here that they put in temporarily just to keep dirt out of it. This is not in very tight. And so we don't need that anymore. But here's the stainless steel that they gave me. They said this will hold up to acidic water and hard water much better than any galvanized fitting. Brass or stainless is what we need to use. But we've already got it taped on there, so we're gonna go ahead and thread that in and start tightening it down. So my plan is to get a line on there and have another line here heated up, and then kind of put them together and down at the same time and hold it. So yeah, so I'm gonna get tightening this up and cut me a piece of pipe, and we'll be right back. So what I'm doing here is heating up this black Polyline with a heat gun. The guys that did the well recommended I use a torch, but I didn't have one. I have this heat gun that I use for bending electrical conduit, so I decided to use this. I'm just looking for the plastic to start turning shiny, and when it does, that means it's ready. So here, let's slide it up on there. There you go, just like that. I've got my hose clamps here. I like to go ahead and tighten them down while it's still nice and warm. Seems like it gets a good bite that way. They recommended double banding it, so I'm going to double band it. And I'm not going gung-ho with a ratchet or anything on these hose clamps. The flexibility of the plastic forms around the barbs on the Polyline. So now that I've got that attached, I can go ahead and get a measurement and cut my black line right here, the one from the well. I'm using these Greenlee PVC cutters. This blade is really sharp, but it seems to do wonders. So the way it works is it's a ratchet tight. Every time you squeeze it, it gets closed, and then you pull it to open it back up. So here we need it about right there. So goes right through it. I'm gonna get my 2 hose clamps here, Make sure those go on before you take all the time to smash it up on there, because it's not nearly as easy the second time. Like I said, you can almost see it turn shiny when it's ready. So this is going to be the hardest connection of them all, and we got it. There it is right there. And I made sure I got stainless steel hose clamps so they won't rot. Just checking to make sure I got them all tight before I turn it loose. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm very happy with how that turned out. And then, like I said, of course, the hose, the yard hydrant is going to go, go here. And but what I'm going to do is go ahead and backfill. But I'm going to place a piece of that 6-inch well casing around here, backfill, and then I'm going to fill that up with gravel. So I'll have my weep hole for the water to come out of the yard hydrant. When you turn it off, it shuts it off down below grade, so there's no water left in the yard hydrant handle part, so it doesn't freeze. So yeah, let's get going with that. What we got here is some Teflon tape I'm putting on this little nipple. I've got to put this nipple on to that fitting to adapt it to the yard hydrant, which is female 3/4 also. So that's going to get tape on it and then tightened up into that 90 right there, and then the yard hydrant's going to go over top of this. So I'm just going about 3 wraps around, and then making sure that it doesn't come over the face of it, and so that the trash would clog up anything. Alright, to get the yard hydrant in, we need a gravel French drain for the drain. So my idea is, so I can go ahead and backfill this hole so I can come back later with gravel, is I'm going to make this piece of extra 6-inch well casing that we bought for a sleeve to go into the driveway. I'm going to cut this off to about 2 feet, and then I'm going to put a notch in it that's about 1 foot long. And then that way I can go ahead and put this in the ground, slide the pipe in the middle of here, and put the yard hydrant in, and this will be just kind of a holder for the gravel, so it can drain out of the weep hole and into the gravel. So let's get cutting this. So I got my Milwaukee hacksaw here and a 18 tooth per inch, I think, somewhere in there, a 12-inch blade. So let's see how it does. So now what I'm going to do is cut a notch, and it doesn't have to be pretty, but I'm going to cut a notch in here about 1 foot deep. So that'll set down like that. The pipe will go in here, and the yard hydrant will come out of the top here. So the yard hydrant handle will be up here. So let's go stick this in there.